Hi guys, good afternoon. So, I want to share something that happened to me during my pregnant days, during the time I was pregnant. Something happened and I've been disturbed in my spirit to share it because I know that some new moms or some new pregnant women do make mistake. First of all, when I was 6 weeks, so I was having this excruciating headache, and like I cannot sleep except I have to place cold ice block water on my head, then I can be able to sleep. I don't stay in a room with windows open. I stay in a very dark room. The headache was much. I can't even open my eyes. So I went to hospital. I was using a government hospital then here in Enugu. So I went to hospital and I met a gynae. I've not started antenatal then. It was just my first time. So I met a gynae and I explained my condition to him. And then he asked how many weeks, when was your last period? You know, this thing they call cracking. They'll just ask you questions and then open folder for you. So he asked me and I told him, see when I saw my period last and all that. He gave me, he recommended a test for me, which I did. And it turns out I had malaria parasite, double plus. So he recommended drugs for me. You know, as a pregnant woman that you're still in your early stage, there are mild drugs that they will give you to help subsidize the headache. So he prescribed drugs which I bought and I took. So from the time I started taking that drug to 2 weeks after, I was still having the same symptom. Nothing changed. The way I was feeling, I was still feeling that way. 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after, I went back to the hospital. Then I was 9 weeks. And I told the doctor that since you gave me that drug till now, nothing has changed. I'm still feeling the same way. And I was already getting frustrated. You know, you're pregnant, you're supposed to be happy, but you have all those symptoms that is making you, make I can't regret say I get belly. You know, that kind of mood. I went back to the hospital. He now said, okay, you're going to redo the test. Let's see how far. So I went back, I did all the tests again. It was emergency, so they brought the results. And turns out that the malaria parasite was now 1 plus, not double plus. So why was it like everything just tripled? All the symptoms just tripled. So he now recommended drugs for me. He recommended cocodamol and quinine. These were the two drugs he recommended. The cocodamol, I got it 3 cards of cocodamol. Then the quinine, he wrote I was going to be taking two tablets morning and night. Morning, afternoon, and night. And that quinine is 10 in a card. And from the prescription they gave me, I bought 7 cards. So 10 by 7 cards is like 70 tablets. And I'm supposed to be taking these drugs morning, afternoon, and night. 2 with the cocodamol. Now, when he prescribed quinine, I didn't ask question. Do you get? But in my head, I was like, quinine. I know that I used to hear about a particular drug called white quinine. And you people know that we have white quinine and chloroquine. These are the 2 drugs I've heard about. So when he wrote quinine, I felt like, okay, it's a different drug. You know, we also have chloroquine. You know, all these queen drugs. So I didn't ask questions. I just left. I was looking for the drugs around all the pharmacies I went to. If I go there, they'll say that they don't have enough to meet my prescription list. I finally went to another. I went home. I sent this prescription to my husband. Help me and get these drugs. I've looked for it. They don't have complete, and I don't want to buy half and half because you know me. I don't used to come out of the house. If I buy half now, I might not be able to complete the dosage. And that day he came back very, very late. He did not even buy it. The next day I left the house again. I was now looking for the place to get the drugs. And then I got to one pharmacy. You know, I had the attendants there coming to attend me, and I'm like, where is your boss? Because I was a bit worried. They said their boss is inside. Please, I would like to meet him in person. Nobody should serve me. Let me discuss with him first, and I know what to do. So when I met the man, I gave him the prescription. I said, he looked at it and he said, are you pregnant? I said, yes, I'm pregnant. How many weeks? I said, I'm 9 weeks. So he now said, is it a gyna that prescribed this drug? I said, yes. Is he aware you're pregnant? I said, yes. He said, Tom, but this drug is for abortion now. I now said, is this quinine the same thing as white quinine? He now said yes. I now said that I was a bit confused, but I didn't ask questions because I felt like, okay, maybe quinine is different and white quinine is different. He said it is the same drug. And I said, so if it's the same drug, why did doctor now prescribe it for me, knowing fully well that I'm pregnant? He now said that he would suggest I don't take it too. So we now started debating. You know that moment where there are some certain drugs that can cure headache, and at the same time they can be used for arthritis. You know, there are some certain drugs that can cure stomach ache, and at the same time it can cure ulcer, or it can cure something else. You know, that kind of scenario. Then we had to, you have to even use the internet. We googled, and at the end of the day we found out that quinine can be used in early pregnancy for stubborn malaria. After our search and all that, he just said, I suggest you don't take this drug, but if you must take it, please don't even buy up to the 7 cards that is written in this prescription. So he now said, if you're going to buy, just buy like 1 card and try it. Don't go and buy the full prescription. I said, okay, or yeah, give me 1 card. He gave me 1 card of the quinine and 2 cards of the cocodamol. I went home. I ate dinner. I forgot that I even had medicine to take that night. And then around 10 o'clock, I now say, that time my husband has already come back. I now took the medicine. Meanwhile, before I took it, I knelt down and I prayed. I told God, I'm not a pharmacist. I did not read medicine. No. I don't know anything about drugs. The intention of this drug is to stop this stubborn headache, cure this stubborn malaria, and not to terminate my child. Please, if there is any negative thing that this drug is going to do to my body or to my baby, please remove it for me. I am a helpless woman. I just said that silent prayer in my parlor, and then I took the drugs. So I took the drug. 30 minutes later, I started having cramps, like I was going to see my period. And I was now like, I keep adjusting myself on the sofa where I was lying. And I told my husband, I'm having cramps since I took these drugs. I don't understand though. He now said, go and rest now. I said, but I'm not feeling sleepy. Because this headache will not even allow you to close your eyes. We stayed. Around 11 p.m. that night, I just said, I'm in the room. Let me go and see if I can force myself to sleep. He now said, okay. I entered the room. I turned off the lights and then covered myself with duvet, and I lay down. I was not sleeping. My eyes were just shut. I was just trying to see if I'll force myself into sleep. My husband, just a few minutes later, he entered the bathroom to bathe. And then the cramp became severe. I started feeling droplets of something under my leg now, from below. Because the room was dark, I couldn't even stand up to go on the light. So I just picked my phone beside me, put on the light, and then I touched under my thigh. I brought it and shined the torch. Lo and behold, I was bleeding. I started shaking. I started shivering. And I started screaming, calling my husband. He was in the bathroom. He had to rush a shower, came out. I said, see, I'm bleeding, after taking this medicine. He now dressed up quickly, and then we went to the nearby a clinic that is close to the house. We went there. Those people don't even know what to do. They don't even have the Vastone to help stop the bleeding, in case if to help stop any miscarriage or anything. They just started saying, let them put me drip. Why are you putting drip on me? I'm feeling okay aside the headache. It's like, I'm feeling okay. Why are you putting drip on me? Find something that will help the bleeding stop so that I don't lose my baby. After moving up, and they said they don't have it. Even most of them on night duty were even sleeping. We became frustrated. We got a ride and we started heading to the hospital where that prescription was given to me that night. We got to the hospital around 12 midnight. Emergency now. We went to the gynae emergency. And these people were sleeping. We had to use stone, knock on the gate, They opened the door. Hey, what is wrong with you? See me, I even had to put sanitary pads for them for you to know that it wasn't a small bleeding. What is wrong with you? I told them. They sat me down, started checking my pulse and all that, and there was no doctor. They said the doctor is in surgery room, that I should hold on a little. Then the other doctor that was there don't even know what to do to me. She started cracking again, asking me questions. Are you single? When did you get pregnant? What is your house address? Is this one your husband? Blah blah. That is about to lose her child. You're asking her a question. No problem. When my husband now found out that Omo, these people are not ready to do anything, he started raking. A doctor came, saw me in that condition, and said, he's tired, he's just coming from the surgical room, he wants to rest too. Before he walked out on us, they took me to the room and laid me down. Nothing was given to me. No injection, no drug, nothing. So they didn't do anything to me. They didn't give me any drug or injection. They just took me to the room and laid me down on the bed. They started telling my husband, don't meet her again until after 3 months. Don't touch your wife, blah, 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 blah. But somebody is still bleeding. I just lay down there, helpless, and I said a silent prayer. I just said, God, you're the one that put this baby here. And if it pleases you, please, I'm begging you, keep her for me, or keep him for me. Don't let my baby die. After saying that prayer, I slept. Around 3 a.m., my husband just woke me up, say, let us go. We stayed in the hospital 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Nobody touched me. Nobody gave me injection or any drug. The bleeding stopped on its own. It was when we were about leaving that they now brought prescription of Dufaston, that I should buy it and take it for 30 days so that I will not lose the pregnancy. See, as a pregnant woman, whether it is your first time or not, ask questions, do your findings, do your research, make sure you're using more than 3 hospitals or at least more than 2 hospitals. If you have doctor friends, take their number, ask questions. After going to this place, you can brief the other person, see the drugs they gave me, I hope it's safe. Like, ask questions before taking any drug that they give you, and have other options in case of emergency so they can go to other hospital. I could have lost my child. I did not do it on my own. It was just God that helped the baby to stay. Do you get? So this is what I'm advising other ladies. So if you're seeing this video, I hope it helps. I hope and pray that you are safe and that you carry your pregnancy to full term and you come out mother alive, baby alive.